So, hey everybody. As of recording this, I still haven't uploaded or finished any FNAL videos. The FNAL 1 video is almost done, but to not keep you guys waiting for too long, I'm just gonna record this random video. Look, I've been trying to beat 50/20 mode from UCN for God knows how long, and I'm kind of getting sick of it. So, to sort of vent about it, I'm gonna make a tier list about all these characters. Because why not? This is just gonna be a chill video. I mean, heck, I'm not even scripting any of this. This is on the fly. Literally, like 10 minutes ago, I gave it an attempt, lost, and said, you know what, let's do this. So, here we are. I'm gonna be ranking the characters by how difficult they are and how much they've made me struggle in 50/20. I'm not including other challenges or other stuff like mods or 50/20 no death coin, just casual 50/20. Don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but anyways. So yeah, I guess to start somewhere, we got Freddy. Freddy admittedly, oh, and this goes without saying, but this is just in my opinion. If you struggle with a character I find easy, good for you. If you find a character impossible that I find easy, good for you. Did I say correct order? I'll edit it later. Look, it's like, what time is it? It's almost 1 in the morning, probably. Yeah, it's 1 in the morning, so I'm not in the best state of mind, to say the least. So let's just start. Freddy. To be honest, Freddy isn't that bad. The main thing that ruins me for him is that when I try opening the cams to reset the ventilation, but he's just in my left door, the second I open the cams, that he kills me. It doesn't happen too often, and typically if you close the door right before opening the cams, you should be good. But I do get runs where I close the door 5 seconds earlier, okay, he's not there, move on, and then he kills me because just the 2 seconds I wasn't with the door closed, he appeared. But I'd put him like an easy. He's not that bad, and you can still work around him. Bonnie's a free character. But Bonnie, actually, no, I'd put him in the helpful tier. I don't know what, and I don't know who I would put here. But if Bonnie's helpful, I mean, when he's in the desk instead of Foxy, he helps me because Foxy doesn't progress. And like, sure, if you look at him, their cameras are disabled. But in normal 50/20 runs, I don't even bother looking at Pirates Cove, and if I do, it's only when Foxy's there. So yeah, Chica. You know, normally I would think Chico was really difficult, but I'm using the strat that is the GM, what's it called? The Global Music Box cycle, the GMC cycle. Basically, where you switch to the Global Music Box for the 15, 30, 45, and 0 second intervals. By doing that, Chica's completely free. It's just a matter of you remembering to deal with the music box, but honestly, it's not that hard. And even if you do miss her, you still only have a chance to lose to her because of the zero point 0.5 intervals. I think it's like a 20% chance. I wouldn't say she's the easiest character, but she's. Should I put her in easy tier? Highest easy. Foxy. Foxy is, well, Foxy. Anybody who plays UCN knows that he's pretty damn difficult. He's very luck based, and at least in my experience, I haven't died that much by him, but I've certainly had my fair share of bad luck in 50/20. Especially 49/20, ironically. Sometimes I would get runs where Foxy would just straight up not change, like at all. I think I went for like a whole hour without him changing, despite me doing 0 frame flips. It's kind of wild. But honestly, though, I would put Foxy only in annoying. Because, like, sure, you might get unlucky, and you may never switch, but more than just luck, you don't gotta do anything with him. I mean, yeah, you could implement Foxy checks in your runs, which is somewhat challenging, but it's manageable. But I don't know. He's very luck based. I'll give you that. If it were a luck based tier list, he'd be in the very top. But in terms of just what you got to do with him, highest annoying. I would call him highest annoying. Maybe lowest hard. I'll think about it. Toy Freddy. Toy Freddy. This fat motherfucker has caused me many deaths. Many. And unlike Foxy, I could just ignore him and go with his intervals. He only has a 10% kill chance. But a 10% doesn't, it's still a 10%. He can still kill you. And it's in zero point 0.5 intervals. So, like, what? 2 seconds go by, that's four 10% chances, which doesn't sound like much, but it really adds up. And plus, it's only 2 seconds. But, anyways, at least in my 50/20 runs, which is where he's the biggest hurdle for me, I tried blocking off in the 10-second and 20-second intervals, and hopefully getting the death coin in between that to be able to deal with Funtime Foxy. But yeah, Toy Freddy is just a big luck-based hog. that you actually have to deal with at the beginning, unless if you want to make the first part really luck-based. I'd put Toy Freddy. Oh shit, I'm debating. Because it's mainly luck-based, but you do gotta deal with him. Highest hard. But you know what? I'm putting Foxy low hard now that I think about it. Because, like, they're both really luck-based and difficult characters. But, like, if you have two choices. Either getting really lucky and just hope they don't attack you, or do some weird roundabouts just to hopefully deal with them by doing Foxy checks or by playing Toy Freddy's game. I think there's maybe I'd put Toy Freddy low and possibly hard. But I'll keep him high hard. Toy Bonnie? Easy. I mean, put on the mask when he's there. He goes away pretty fast. Not much to say with him, and his intervals are kind of friendly in the 15-second margin. So, yeah. Tochika's virtually identical. I guess I'll put it a spot higher because her intervals are 14 seconds, which is a little more inconvenient, but she's not bad. Mangle. Mangle's a character you don't really see much in 5020. At least I don't see her much. Her, him. Let's call her. Yeah, let's just call her. I mainly only say Mangle when I accidentally don't close correctly the front vent when I do a reset ventilation. Or the rare chances I get jump scared by Phantom Freddy and Mangle's always the first one that shows up for some reason. But nah, Mangle. But just the thing is, Mangle's free since you close the top vent always. It's just a matter of you remembering to close it, which you're gonna always do. But even then, that's not the problem with Mangle. That also happens with their Chica, with Springtrap, Ennard, Molten Freddy. Where is he? There he is. I probably gonna put him highest easy, maybe around there. Chica thinks a little harder. BB and JJ, they're virtually identical, and you know what? I'm putting them both in the helpful tier. Well, okay, they're a very special case. You know what? Actually, here's a better idea. I'm gonna do this my tier list, so we're gonna do the following. Can I edit? Thank you. Helpful. Why can't I write? Helpful slash. What can I call it? Helpful slash challenging. That looked poorly written. Oh my god. Can I? Oh, that's worse. There we go. Because the thing about them is that, like, yeah, they're annoying because they appear like after every camera flip, and when they appear, it's a pretty dead run. I've had many runs where they just pop up in my office because I forgot to close the vent, and I can't close the door. Oh, I can't open my cam, so I die. Or oh, BB's there, can't tell when I'm or BB. Or Phantom Freddy jump scares me. But helpful because they help you coin farm, and coin farm is essential for 5020 in any variant. So you could argue that if it weren't for these two, despite how annoying they can be, this challenge would be significantly harder. So I'm putting them helpful. Helpful slash challenging, because they're not fully helpful. But they're helpful. Wither Chica. The same thing as Mangle, really. I put her even easier because, like, I at least see Wither Chica even less than Mangle. Maybe just one spot less. You know, I'm raising Freddy up, because I see Freddy more often than these two. Withered Bonnie. Well, Withered Bonnie's kind of weird for me. When I play 4920 or below, I never see him. Like, ever. I think only once I've seen him, and he's pretty easy. 5020, though, I've had many runs where I'm trying to buy the death coin while I'm trying to fucking see through the phantom Zelchip's ad and trashing the gang. And this little shit appears, so I'm forced to put down my camera, deal with him, and then I got like 50 fucking animatronics in front of me, I bug out, and I die. That is a bit of my fault though, because I always enter his intervals for some reason. I enter in the 13 and 20-second and 26-second interval somehow. Which hasn't said anything for Rockstar Bonnie, but we'll get to him later. But yeah, because of that, I think Withered Bonnie would be annoying. I mean, he's not hard, but he just appears at inconvenient times. He's annoying. The puppet. Well, the same thing as Chica. He requires you to use the GMB, but I mean, if you get the cycle down, he's pretty simple. And actually, if you use a strategy that activating it like 1 second before the interval, Chica's interval, which would be like It's at 15 seconds in the 14-second mark. The puppet is really like chill. Like you can wait an extra second. I wouldn't recommend it because you got to deal with Chica, but you can wait an extra second. That being said, if you forget the global music box, it's pretty much a dead run. But man, this is a little tough, honestly. I guess I can't put him higher than or lower than Chica. I mean, they both have the same issue. Yeah, I'll just keep Puppet here. Maybe the tier list will be adjusted at the end. Golden Freddy. Simple mechanic. He mainly screws you over with there he is. With coin farming. I've had a few deaths by him. I actually unironically like I don't know this thing, but zero frame flipping with their cameras. I accidentally do that shit with the mask. I don't know how is that possible, but I do that shit and he kills me, which is hilarious. But other than that, no, he's chill. Where would I put it? Maybe here? Maybe a little higher. Like here. You know what? I think I'll do another tier. Like, let's do this. What the fuck do I want to do? Right below? No, that's not what I want to do. Fuck. Hold on. I repeat, it's 1 in the morning. I'm tired. Give me a break. Chill. Let me change the color to make it look more appealing. Pinky power. Okay. Put it into Bonnie, to Chica and chill. Withered Chica. Yeah, let's do this. How about this? Mid. Because, like, they're not that bad. But there are instances where they can fuck you over. But they're not that bad. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Okay, then. Springtrap. He's chill. I mean, just spawns doesn't really kill me too often. I don't think he's killed me at all, actually. If I do fuck up, I die by Ennard or Molten Freddy. Which is rare anyways, but... I'd put Springtrap... Maybe... Right here. Yeah, right there. He's no different than the vent characters. I think this is the hardest thing of ranking these guys. It's like, some of their deaths for me are very situational, and they're so group-like. Like, I can't really judge the vent characters because they all have the same logic. They only kill me when I fuck over with the vents, so it's like, they're all the same to me, but who knows. I'm figuring it out here. Phantom Mangle. Easy. Annoying. Really annoying to me. Mainly because always spawning when I try to get the death coin really ruins me. I now try switching to the vent system and the cam system like in a split second just to get rid of Mangle immediately, but it's still somewhat annoying and it wastes time which I don't want to use. So annoying, definitely. Phantom Freddy, you know what? I'll put him high mid. He's not annoying. He's mainly screws you over with the vent characters, but the only time he really jump scares me often is when I'm in the beginning part of 5020. But nobody's really ready to kill me, so it's not really a big issue. He does disorient me a bit with his jump scare while I'm trying to well not disorient, but I sometimes don't know what's going on in the background when he jump scares me, so yeah, I get a little lost there. Phantom BB. I think it's Mangle really. But one below, because BB sometimes he spawns when you switch cams. Mangle doesn't. And I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Okay. Nightmare Freddy. Chill. Hi, chill. I just use a flashlight with him. He doesn't really spawn too often to me. Only in 5020 really do I see him often, and even then it's not that much. I don't even see him much in future runs. Like in later hours. Nightmare Bonnie. Well, the thing is, his mechanic is honestly bolstered walls pretty hard. I'm getting 20 fast coins, but if you cam stall him, he's piss easy. But do I put him in chill because you don't do anything with him? You just cam stall. But then again, if he didn't force you to cam stall, you could be doing other things. Then again, the other things would be dealing with like Freddy, Foxy, or Phantom Foxy. Which I don't know about you, but that sounds fucking terrible. So if anything, thank you, Nightmare Bonnie. You're making 5020 somewhat more doable to me. You go chill. You know what? I'll put you in the lowest chill, because technically we don't gonna even deal with you. Nightmare Fredbear. Chill. I'll put him here. Rarely appears, only 50-20 sometimes, and even then I shut the door on him quickly. Nightmare, same thing. I guess a tier higher because I don't see him since he's always on the left side of the office. Jacko Chica. Also chill. I don't really see her often. The office never goes over 100 degrees for me, so... Yeah, actually, I'd probably even put her on the lowest tier because I don't even see her in my runs. Nightmare Mangle. Same thing as Nightmare Bonnie. Guess a tier lower because Nightmare Bonnie appears first. I don't know. Really trying to scrape. I'm really scraping for comments here. Alright, this guy. This piece of shit of a character goes in the top of Impossibly Hard. You don't want to know how many times I've died to him in 50-20, 49-20, 45-20, it doesn't matter. I die to him in every scenario. Always. I get distracted. I'm seeing so many different characters that I don't know where my mouse is, and when I do, I don't find out because I found my mouse. I found out because this little shit told me. And don't even get me started on coin farming when he spawns where help he is, which is like all the time. Nightmare Rion is legitimately awful. Like, really. He sucks in 50-20. Like, if I could death coin him, I really would. Like, actually. But, to at least give him somewhat credit, when he's not blocking for coin farming, well, no, he's still annoying as fuck, because he spawns fast and disappears slow, but at least you have openings where you don't deal with him all the time. If you didn't have that, that would be awful. But no, stand to the far left and far right in your office, he will not spawn. Thank fuck. Nightmare BB, you're also a good contender. I'd put you though, yeah, nah, possibly hard. I do a lot to you, a lot. Whether because I thought you were standing up, so I flashed you, but you weren't, or vice versa. You were standing up and I didn't notice. At least in my defense for Nightmare BB, it's a lot more of my fault, like, oh fuck, I accidentally just did a dumb move and flashed my light at BB. But, yeah, no, it sounds pretty simple deaths, really, but most of my deaths with this guy is just me playing stupid, like, oh shit, I didn't notice. Other than that, he doesn't really kill me because of other things out of my control, and I do see him all the time. It's just the instinct. It's really hard, and it really ruins you in everything, whether it be your regular runs or coin farming, but he's always your fault, really. That's my point. That's what I want to get. This is the main thing that separates these two. These both are really hard, and I die a lot to them. I think they easily cover 70%, no, not even more, like 80% of my deaths in 50-20. But the difference in Nightmare feels unfair, even if it's your fault. It feels unfair. It is fair, but it feels unfair. Nightmare BB is just a test of reflexes and trying not to, lose concentration. Oh man, consequences. You know what? Hot take. He's actually pretty annoying. Because he spawns all the time. And when he does spawn, I get distracted. Like this is the theme with some of these guys. I get distracted or I don't notice them while I'm dealing with other stuff. He's not that bad. Just press C, catch the fish, boom, easy peasy. But he still distracts me sometimes. Maybe it's not that bad. I'm not a bad the Phantom, so I'll put him lower here. Okay, Circus Baby. Same logic as the plushies. I guess I'll put her here. Ballora. The thing with Ballora is I sometimes die because I either mishear the music. Don't ask me how, but I sometimes mishear the music. Or sometimes it's happened to me where I close the door, think she left, but she didn't. I've died a handful of times with Ballora, but it's mostly my fault. Just me. I done goofed. Whoopsies. Boy, am I a dipshit. I didn't hear her music. Put her lowest annoying. Funtime Foxy. Well, it's mainly you the reason why we have to go getting coins for the death coin, but more than that, you're not that bad. Coin farming isn't really... I wouldn't say it's challenging, but it requires lots of concentration and practice. Getting the death coin isn't really hard. It's trying to maneuver through the 50 fucking animatronics while you get the death coin what's hard. That being said, I'd put Funtime Foxy like literally in the mid of mid because like coin farming isn't the easiest thing, but you don't really deal inherently with Funtime Foxy. But Funtime Foxy is a big part of why 50-20 is hard. So mid to balance it out. Actually, no. We're putting. What am I talking about? Hard because like it is pretty hard the beginning part. But other than that, 50-20 would be virtually identical to 49-20. Well, I'll think about it. Ennard. Well, same logic as the other event characters. I guess I'll put it easier though, because Ennard, at least you can deal with him in the meantime. These two you can't really. Treasure the Gang. The jump scare from number one crate does distract me at times, and the fucking balloon blocks me in Toy Freddy so many times. It's like unironically hilariously inconvenient. But I wouldn't call them that bad though. Maybe mid. Maybe right here. Helpy. Helpful. Ironically, helpful. No, not even challenging. Helpy when he jump scares you only really messes with Music Man, but I don't die because Helpy jump scares me. I die because this motherfucker is in Helpy's spot, and I accidentally keep my mouse there for too long. But, you know, coin farming. You're pretty good. Unironically, Helpy is helpful. Yay, hilarious pun. Ha ha ha, I'm so funny. Can you tell I'm tired? Anyways. Anyways. Happy Frog. Chill. Put the vents in there. Gone in a second. Sir Hippo. Even easier. Same thing. Big Batch. Even easier. Not much to say really. You could the heater Happy Frog's like a caliber retarder because the heater doesn't affect her. These two it does, but even then you don't need a heater because they're literally gone immediately with the audio lore. These two though. They're the same things, but they don't get always affected. So you either gotta get really lucky with your and really fast with your ventilation resets, or you gotta use a heater. I personally use a heater at times, like a split second. By doing that, they don't tend to kill me, but I have died a handful of times. I'd put them in mid probably, like maybe. Orville seems to kill me a lot more often than this dude, than Ned Bear, but I think it's a coincidence. They should be the same in difficulty. I'll put them right here. Rockstar Freddy, he's alright. When he asks for fast coins, I pay him. I don't use a heater. He's only really struggled for like the first time he pays. He asks for paying because I sometimes don't have enough, but in between literally coin farming for a split second for him, or I don't know, the event characters blocking an event snare, or Spring Trap, Ennard, Multi Freddy, Ballora. Yeah, I get the coins quickly. He's chill. I'll put him right here. I'll actually lower 9 for Freddy's not that bad. Rockstar Bonnie appears on very inconvenient times, and when he appears, the run's over. He's annoying. Quite annoying. Same thing as Withered Bonnie, but it's much more annoying. Maybe here? No, I'll put him here, because he ends your runs immediately. You know what? No, I'll put him in hard tier, because he really just ends your run immediately once he appears. No, if it's ends or buts. He shows up, you're dead. And it's like by chance. I mean, you could always avoid his interval. But if you don't, like me, he's hard. Rockstar Chica. Hot take. Hard as fuck. I have died so many times by her because I keep forgetting the wet floor sign. It is honestly annoying. But it's true. It's all because I keep forgetting the wet floor sign. I keep forgetting to switch it after getting 10 fast coins. It's honestly baffling that I keep forgetting it, honestly. I'm getting this close to just writing a sticky note saying wet floor sign and just pasting it right next to my mouse just so I don't forget. Really. But her mechanic is really easy. And after coin farming, she's a joke. So I'll put her in the highest annoying, just because of that, but yeah. Rockstar Foxy. Technically it's helpful. I mean, yeah, put him helpful actually, because he can help you. I mean, yeah, sure, in max mode, at 20 AI, he has a high chance of killing you, but then again, you could also just not interact with him. It's not like you're forced to, and it's not like it's easy to interact with him either. I mean, it's not hard, but like, you know, it's gonna be rare where you accidentally click his parrot. So, I guess helpful. Music Man. Who did I move? I moved Freddy. Toy Freddy. Oh shit, I moved a tier. Whoops. Lol. Okay, Music Man. Um, yeah, he's chill. He only really gets more aggravated when Helpy jump scares me or when I accidentally mess something up, like Mangle appears or something, but he rarely ruins my runs. And even then, when he does start to make noise actively and loses sync in the cycle, it's mostly because I fucked up with another character. So it's not really his fault, because that'll put him the chill tier. I'll put, no, maybe, how about here? El Chip. God, he's annoying. I'm gonna have to enter key all the time to deal with him. It's a good thing he has consistent intervals, because otherwise he'd be fucking impossible. Definitely a character that distracts me a lot. In fact, I'd put him in hard. He's not hard to deal with inherently, but he really distracts me in many runs, which leads me usually to losing. So, yeah, he's hard. Funtime Chica, same logic as El Chip, but not that bad. Turn off disorienting effects, first of all. If you are playing 50-20 with the disorienting effects, what the fuck are you doing? Please disable them. It's for your own good, trust me. With the effects aside, though, she's annoying. She's not that bad. I'll put her actually lowest annoying. Walter Freddy. Same logic as these vent boys. Boys and girls. Lol. I guess he's the hardest to notice. I'll put him here. Second hardest. Scrap Baby. I think Scrap Baby is alright. She only appears in certain intervals, but even then, she appears once, deal with her easily. Worst thing she does is waste power. She's chill. Put her here. Not that he's a character, but rarely dealt with. Afton's pretty challenging. He's pretty fun challenging, though. He appears so fast, but it's always like catches you off guard. But since it's only once, it's like you always gotta be attentive. What I do is I keep my finger on the F key all the time until Afton spawns. Because, like, literally, he ruins many runs. Now, is he more annoying than El Chip? Yeah, I think he killed me more. More annoying than Rexer Bonnie? Debatably. I'll put him higher than Rexer Bonnie. Lefty's chill. Follow GMB and he doesn't kill you. And even then, I don't know how aggressive Lefty gets. But from my experience, Lefty has never jump scared me once. I'll put him here. He's still gotta be consistent with the GMB. Film Guys, he's alright. Put him mid. Like, here. Sometimes he's in Nightmare own spot, which you know is a problem. But it's mostly this guy's fault, not his fault. And even then, it's fine to be his call. Alright, that's it for the main cast. Dee Dee. I mean, the thing with Dee Dee is that she spawns certain characters, but I mean, for starters, if you're playing some of the old max modes, Dee Dee doesn't really ruin your run. Especially, if anything, Dee Dee sometimes helped me, because she sometimes has spawned the secret characters, which allowed me to train with them. Once I got a run in 49-20 where the mini arena spawned, which was kind of helpful, honestly, because it helped me train to deal with them and get used to the limited vision. That aside, though, Dee Dee in regular runs? I mean, I guess she's annoying, but even then, the characters appear in low AI, and you can kind of somewhat find out easily how they are, or who spawns. But even then, that's mostly because I got experience with this game. Without any experience, DD can be a wild mess. But for me, as someone with experience, she's chill. Like, really chill. I'd even put her lowest chill. Zor. Or XOR. Can you tell I watched the Bones 5 video? That's where I got all this information. Can you tell? Shoutouts to him. He's a great guy, and like, fuck, please, if you're ever trying to be in no max mode, watch his videos. Oh my god, they are a godsend, really. But anyways, XOR. I mean, I would call her hard because she spawns all these guys, but they're not that hard characters, minus maybe Plush Trap, and maybe the mini arenas. You don't really deal with her, she just sort of appears. I would call her so annoying though, because I do sometimes get runs where she appears in intervals that aren't convenient, like she appears in 30-second intervals, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's not a winnable run, we gotta go. But, yeah, it's not really something to deal with, it's just sort of, oh, Bad luck. Shadow Bonnie makes the office dark. Admittedly, I get so intense in those moments that I die, but at the same time, though, I don't really feel like my vision is blocked of anything. I still see the characters, the vents, the doors. It's just a circumstance. I think we mid, like, probably. Can I put him here? I'll put him here. Plus trap. Annoying because I gotta stare at him, and he's very inconvenient, like very inconvenient, highly inconvenient. He's also pretty difficult because I gotta look at him for 1.6 seconds, and that gives this fat fuck 3 chances to kill me, which is fun. And that being said, I'll put her, yeah, her, plus trap a female. I'd put him. You know what? Top 5. Because it's not a hard mechanic, but it's just the circumstances that makes it really challenging. Yeah. I don't even die often to Plush Trap. I die with things around Plush Trap. But Plush Trap is the reason why I die in the first place, so yeah. I'm Richika. Pretty easy. Power AC, get rid of her immediately. She spawns in a moment where I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm going all ape shit. So but I've never died to her. So I'll put her in chill. Maybe like here. Bonnet. Same thing as Zymer Chica, but even easier. It's kind of fun seeing Bonnet walk around the screen and boop her nose. A fun mechanic, admittedly. He's not free, but I'll put her here. Alright, second to last, Midorinos. Blocks your vision. Annoying, but not as annoying as other characters. I'll probably put her in high mid, maybe. And lastly, Lolbit. I have unironically not encountered much Lolbit, so can't really say she's that annoying, but admittedly, the times I have encountered Lolbit, she doesn't really do anything to me. I just click LOL and she's gone immediately. So I think still put her in mid though, because I can already imagine runs where I'm gonna get a little bit just as I'm trying to shut like 5 vents. So put her here now. How about right there? Alright then. So that's my UCN tier list. My journey to beat 5020. But I don't know how accurate is this to other tiers, but hey, it's my tier list. I'm trying to be 5020. Wish me good luck. This is just a random video I made purely to distract you guys, and I don't know. Hopefully, you could listen to this while you study or read something, maybe play a fact game of your own. Your choice, really. Let me know if you like this kind of content. Admittedly, this is very lazily put together because I'm kind of tired. But, if you like the concept of me just rambling and doing tier lists or talking about random stuff in the middle of my main analysis and review videos, then tell me. I have no problem in doing tier lists of other FNAF games, fan games, shit of other pieces of media. I would love to honestly do other tier lists for other franchises. I have no problem with that. So yeah, just let me know. Everyone have a good day and take care. See ya.